Hello my dear friends. In this video, we are going to cover about human brain. It is a brief introduction. What are the parts of human brain and what does it consist of? Let's see line by line in a very slow and an interesting manner. Okay. Brain is an organ of soft nervous tissue. So brain is the major controlling organ of our body. So it is very soft and it is the nervous tissue contained in the skull of vertebrates, functioning as the coordinating center of the body. Coming to the parts of brain, the human brain is divided majorly into three main parts on the basis of their function and placements. So the three main parts of the human brain are forebrain, which is present in the front; midbrain, so this is in the middle part, because of that it is named as midbrain; and hindbrain. Hind means behind, so it is present behind the brain. So forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain, based on their function and based on their placement. Forebrain. Coming to the position, it is present on the anterior part of the brain. Anterior means front. So in the front part you will have the forebrain. It has again three parts. Cerebrum. So this whole grey color part is the cerebrum. And we have the thalamus. So thalamus, which is the sensory relay station. So here is the thalamus. And this here we will have the limbic system. So the emotional part of the body. So our whole emotions is being controlled by the limbic system, like thirst, hunger, happy, anger, everything. Thalamus. So coming to the position of the thalamus, it is located above the brainstem. So this is the brainstem. It is located above the brainstem and between the cerebral cortex and the midbrain. So here we have the midbrain. So between the cerebral cortex and the midbrain, we have the thalamus. Function is it carries the sensory information from the body to the cerebrum and from the cerebrum to the body. So in between we have so this system we call it as the thalamus. Sensory relay station, like all the sensations will come to this station. From here it is distributed over the remaining areas of the cerebral cortex. Coming to the functions, it carries the sensory information from the body to cerebrum. So in between it will act as a relay station. Hypothalamus and pituitary glands. These two are very, very important glands. Coming to the hypothalamus, it lies under the thalamus. So the name hypothalamus means below the thalamus. Functioning is it connects the nervous system with the endocrine part via the pituitary gland. So the only glandular part of the brain is hypothalamus. So this will secrete two hormones. This will produce two hormones. Nothing but ADH, antidiuretic hormone, and oxytocin. These are the two hormones which are produced in hypothalamus but secreted by pituitary gland. Pituitary gland, it is a P-shaped gland. Here we have the pituitary gland. It is a P-shaped structure. It is very important in growth as well as in the reproduction. Like many hormones will be produced from the pituitary gland. If you want about this in detail, please do check my previous videos. Coming to the next, limbic system. It is an arch-shaped structure between the thalamus as well as cerebrum. Functioning is it controls our emotions as well as the responses like hunger, fear, thirst, anger, sexual responses, etc. Cerebrum. So structure, it is divided into two halves which we call it as cerebral hemispheres. So the whole brain is like a sphere. So if you cut into two halves, it will become hemisphere. So they communicate through corpus callosum. Corpus callosum, corpus means body, callosum is the connection which connects between the right hemisphere as well as with the left hemisphere. Cerebral cortex is the outer region of the cerebrum. So this whole cortex part, always medulla will be the inner part, cortex is the outer part. So here it is the cortex. So this very outer lining of the brain we call it as cortex. Coming to the functions of the cerebrum, it helps in movement, it controls the speech, it is responsible for sensory processing, it determines the intelligence of the human being. Next, midbrain. It is located below the cerebral cortex and above the hindbrain. In between it will be there. So it is midbrain. Functions is it controls the reflex movements of the body and hearing reflexes. The reflex is nothing but so it is a sudden action, we call it as a reflex. So those reflex movements are controlled by this midbrain. Hindbrain, which is present behind. So position, it is present backside of the brain. So it is again divided into cerebellum pons, medulla oblongata. So here we have the cerebellum, pons, and this is the pons. The meaning of pons in Greek is bridge. And we have the medulla. So this is the center part. So it is named it as medulla. So we also call it as medulla oblongata. So under the brainstem, so hindbrain is different from brainstem. Under hindbrain, we have the cerebellum, pons, medulla oblongata. But under the brainstem, we have the midbrain, pons, medulla oblongata, which is a straight line structure. Cerebellum, meaning in the Latin means little brain. The position is it is located on the back side of the head. Functions are it controls the balances of the body and coordinates the voluntary movements of the body. Like for example, while we are walking, both our left and right side of the body has to be coordinated. So this coordination, balance, everything was being controlled by cerebellum. Pons. The meaning of pons means bridge. So it is located just above the medulla oblongata. Functioning is it controls the sleep as well as the heartbeat and breathing pattern also. Next, medulla oblongata. It is the position present in the posterior part. So medulla oblongata will continue as spinal cord. It controls the automatic functions. For example, breathing, heart rate, swallowing, blood circulation. If anything, any injury or any cut to this medulla oblongata is happened means the person will die, because the breathing, heart rate, swallowing, blood circulation, these are the main vitals of our body. If these vitals are absent, the person will die immediately. So thank you very much. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel for more easy biology videos. Thank you.